Good evening all, and welcome to the Kaiju Defense Force. I am Tori Ninte, and while my position is usually as a soldier and not a teacher, I will be informing you on all you will need to know to join us here at the Kaiju Defense Force. As you know, Kaiju have existed here on Earth even longer than humans, and are benevolent and even more intelligent than us. Because of this, they know that it is in the best interest of both sides if they avoid us as best they can, isolating themselves from humanity. As you would also know, recently a virus has arrived known as the Kaiju Plague. This causes these once benevolent Kaiju to become feral and begin attacking cities. This first specimen is a result of the plague's other effect, however, which is that it transforms, warps and mutates regular animals into these colossal feral beasts. This specific kaiju is known as the mountain skunk. As you may have guessed, it mutated from a skunk in a mountainous habitat. Its abilities include bladed elbows, rocky armour and a thick toxic gas it spreads via its tail. The easiest way to tell if a kaiju is infected is their blood. Instead of releasing regular blood, any injuries on an infected kaiju will leak a thick black smoke. The next specimen we will study isn't infected, however, as they were unfortunately killed by another kaiju before the infection could reach him, though that is information to disclose on a later date. Known as Incomprehensivant, this kaiju is unique as it is a 5-dimensional being. Instead of isolating itself far from humanity in a traditional sense, it disappeared by existing in a space beyond human comprehension. They have many unique abilities and are, even among all benevolent kaiju, exceptionally helpful and kind. We also theorise that this is one of the oldest kaiju, as it is one with the most knowledgeable when it comes to historical events, kaiju related or otherwise. Next, we will discuss the third category of kaiju we commonly face, one which is unrelated to the Kaiju Plague. Around 15 years ago, a mysterious alien species began sending kaiju down to Earth. Though their intentions are unknown, we do have our theories. Some believe that this alien race sent kaiju to Earth in an attempt to terraform it for themselves. Others believe they simply see themselves as above humans and that they wish to eradicate us. We call this race the Martians, as they dwell on the planet Mars. We are unsure as to whether they are native to said planet or if they travelled there from another, as they have highly advanced technology that could easily facilitate interplanetary travel. This kaiju has been dubbed Glorks by the public. While they have incredibly frail bodies, their abilities include flame breath, a venomous spiked tail, and the ability to heat up said tail to over 200 degrees Celsius. Now that we have discussed and given examples on the 3 categories of kaiju we face, we will now discuss some more specific and complex specimens. This next specimen is dubbed Talpadaemon. They mutated from a mole, though their behaviour is exceptionally unusual. They seem to have formed an odd obsession with the next kaiju we will discuss, Shield Skin. It seems that wherever Shield Skin goes, Talpadaemon follows, focused on killing them. We have not yet seen this dynamic in any other pair of kaiju, much less one mutated animal and one ancient kaiju, as these two are categorised. Talpadaemon's abilities include large, sharp claws, exceptional speed when burrowing, and a thick, defensive hide. We will now go into further detail on the aforementioned Shield Skin. A peculiar detail about this kaiju is that we are actually unsure whether or not it is infected, as we've never seen it bleed. Some have theorised that this kaiju is anomalous, and naturally detests humanity, similar to the thankfully deceased Hercules, though this is unproven and it is more likely they have been infected. Their abilities include thick, near impenetrable armoured skin and sharp, dagger-like fangs. So far, we are unsure as to where this kaiju hid to distance themselves from humanity, though we presume it is underground. This next kaiju we will discuss is part of a set of 3 that, at least as far as we know, don't fit into any of the 3 categories of kaiju discussed at the beginning of this seminar. They're known as the Shadow Kaiju, and this specific kaiju is known as the Empty Shadow. Some believe these kaiju are concentrated sources of the kaiju plague, as their black, gaseous forms appear similar to the blood of infected kaiju. Others believe they are either alien bacteria or galactic energy who were either brought by or stowaways of the Martians. While other theories exist, these are the most common. Doctors who have survived this kaiju's attacks have stated that the gas making up their form has effects on the human body similar to tungsten hexafluoride. The significance of this is yet unknown. Finally, for the first of our 4 orientation seminars, we will discuss a natural kaiju by the name of Onikonda. As with most, it was benevolent prior to becoming infected, though when it did become infected, it burst out of the mountainous rainforest of Peru, where it had hidden itself and attacked the nearest city. It was given its name due to its similarities to both anacondas and the Japanese myth of the Oni. Its abilities include explosive flame breath, incredible musculature, and extendable spikes from their arms. That will be it for today's seminar. I hope to see you next week as we discuss more kaiju we are facing and more about the kaiju plague and its effects.